You've made your last mistake. You will regret coming here. Afraid to fight.
Hit it!
Ringo!
Accio! Ringo! Depulso! Protego!
I will make
Descendo! Glacier! Levioso! Expelliarmus! Accio! Depulso! Protego! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Descendo!
Come on here and fight me!
Glacier! Accio! Confringo! Depulso! Defendo! Protego! Accio!
Confringo!
Levioso! Expelliarmus! Descendo!
It shouldn't take long. sad.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Child!
Accio.
Confringo!
Repulsor. Pity. Accio. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Kills. I'll kill you when I get down.
Levioso. Descendo.
Ready?
Accio. Defendo. Repulsor. Levioso. Descendo. Glacier.
I won't rest until
Expelliarmus.
I will make you cry.
Levioso. Expelliarmus.
I confess,
Glacier.
that bit more than I'd asked for. I tried to warn
Accio. Repulsor. Defendo.
all of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific
Revelio.
reason. They have stations for everything.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more.
Revelio.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar.
Sebastian.
I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor, hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a portkey. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Descendo. Depulso.
Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Confringo. Revelio.
You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Meet me near the ruins of Falbutton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
I'd rather go alone.
To a dance?
Why not? In fact, I think they should insist that we go alone. Imagine how much simpler that would be.
Why?
Got here then, eh?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplor. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. of good that did. How am I supposed to find Sirius when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
Revelio. This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
No need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I ask you something?
Oh, certain?
Why are you so...
I suppose... I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot. They are forever discovering new moons and stuff.
Where precisely...
According to an old astronomer's chronicle, I found...
Actually...
Oh!
Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's not as tidy as I expected.
Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Revelio. Amit, could I...
Oh,
Where? Actually... Revelio. Confringo! Oh no, not this close to school, Amit.
there's the table. I think you should be the honor. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be...
You'll regret coming here. What's human to worry about?
Revelio.
I would so appreciate a little help.
What seems to be...
You may well ask. I'm not safe. All I need is a...
The Grim, if you saw one, is an omen. Omens don't attack...
I can see you don't believe me. No kindness in the youth of today.
Depulso!
Perhaps I'll scout around Felcroft or something.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Psst, over here. Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And after you told me that Rookwood and Harlow were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down. For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the Ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The Ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow.
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access... I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as...
Depulso! I wonder what that does.
Depulso!
Well, that didn't work. That did it.
Accio! Revelio! Depulso! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Confringo!
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Compulso. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
They will not keep us out. We will get this gate open. Somehow.
Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Accio. Cabalso. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Confringo! Defender! Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Whoa. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Descendo. Glacius. Arresto Momentum. Confringo. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Venite. Oh, nothing.
Revelio. Accio. Depulso. Defendo. Confringo. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Accio. Compulso. Confringo. Levioso. Glacius. Revelio. Descendo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient
Revelio. Confringo. Compulso. Defendo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
It is frustrating that we do not study apparition until our 6th year. We could get past this gate instantly.
Lumos.
This charm is stronger than I had thought. They do not want anyone.
Revelio. Revelio. Confringo. Compulso. Accio. Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Depulso. Confringo. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. That looks as if it might raise the gate. Depulso. Glacius. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Well done. I will be right up. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door.
Revelio.
That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
I hear them.
Yeah, restrain the beast!
Highwing.
Do you know that hippogriff?
Get this thing back now!
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Blasted! There's gotta be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere. Revelio. I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Not the safest place to sneak into. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
This is utter nonsense. I've never heard such rubbish in all my life. I get more sense out of mooncalf dung.
Oh, I'm gonna... Take off!
Too slow.
You're a bit dodgy with your skills, aren't you, sweetheart?
Incendio! Potato! Stupid!
Nothing more than nothing.
I've never seen a spell like
What have you done?
That's just pitiful.
Confringo! Defender! Accio! Repulso! Aloha Mora. Revelio.
I hope Natty's having an easier time of it.
You're going home in a wooden box! Levioso!
Depulso! Defender! Accio! Potato! Glacier! Expelliarmus! Levioso!
Levioso!
Descendo! Descendo! Levioso! Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Descendo. Revelio. I-Wing. It's all right. There we go.
There you are.
Come on.
Aloha Mora.
Hurry. Ho! Ho! There's the Hogwarts Express. Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
can see us from the castle! This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it?
How exciting.
It was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive.
There was no need to worry. I had it all under control.
Were you able to find the letter?
Summoned it straight out of Harlow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard.
Of course. What did the letter say?
That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs?
I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us.
Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy will be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you. I have learned of a wizard who is being harassed by Harlow. He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down. We should speak with him together. Meet me at his home.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
I assume you have news regarding the goblin you mentioned. Why don't we meet at the map chamber to discuss that and our next steps?
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor of you?
Hello. Is there something?
How do you do? I'm Satyrus. Now, it may surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious... But I only want...
That's incredibly...
Oh, there's more. You see, I've... A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba-Tuba pus. Booba-Tubas do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me.
What precisely are Booba-Tubas?
Disgusting things, really, covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates.
How on earth did you discover...
One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errand... My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on... I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever... I suspected that if pure Booba-Tuba pus could cause boils...
I can try and find some.
Marvellous. I'd go my... I only need a few Booba-Tubas, but... Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry.
Into the Forbidden Forest for Booba-Tubas. I hope it's worth the risk.
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Doors always open. You be sure to stop by.
Lumos.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Come on in, come on in. Oh, not so fast. You need to tread carefully in here. Venomous tentacula.
Reparo.
Welcome. Come on in. Now, where was I? Right. Oh, yes. Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with. No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
I think I'll miss you.
Really?
I shan't miss you.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave. And Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
about transferring the book.
Forgot to read the chapter of the potion.
Confringo! Pinocchio!
It's about time.
Why would that
May we talk about it?
I've always said that travel.
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I've received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello there. Come on in. Plenty to look at here. Let's look at what we have, shall we? Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? A pleasure doing business with you. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to...
Revelio.
Historically, there's never been a team like this year's Cannons.
I'm simply saying I thought the display a little dry.
Wonder who lives here.
You're the one who stole our goblin helm.
Well,
Accio.
there.
Fringo. Repulsor. Defender. I've seen you do...
You're like some bumble beneath my feet.
Accio.
How is this happening?
Repulsor. Defender. Super Ray.
How nice of you to stop by.
Accio.
Revelio.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Revelio.
I wouldn't give for a cup.
Accio. Defender.
Revelio.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
I've never seen a sword like it.
Confringo! Depulso! Defender! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Up there. That's our way in.
Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
You haven't had mustard stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Are you sure you
Expulso!
Confringo! Depulso!
might want to look up?
Accio! Defender! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Descendo! Glacier!
No, don't.
What are your thoughts on?
Confringo!
If only Ranrock were how childish!
Defender! Accio! Confringo! Depulso! Leviosa! Expelliarmus! Descendo!
I won't bet.
Levioso! Expelliarmus!
Another pitiful beast caught in my trap.
Descendo! Glacier! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Descendo! Accio! Depulso! Defender! Confringo! Accio! Depulso! Defender! Revelio! Revelio! Revelio.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Accio. Confringo. Levioso. Lumos. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead. This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No! Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be!
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Revelio. 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 Confringo. Revelio. Reparo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Cabolso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Compulso! Confringo! Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Is there any way to reposition this archway? Protego! Stupefy! Depulso! Defender! Accio! Confringo! Depulso! Accio! Defender! Accio! Confringo! Depulso! Levioso! Descendo! Glacius! I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how? Revelio. Expelliarmus, Descendo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Levioso! Descendo! Accio! Depulso! Confringo! Defendo! Expelliarmus! Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway? Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Capolso. Defender. Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Leviosa. Glacius. Confringo. Depulso. Defender. Accio. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Glacius. Accio. Confringo. Depulso. Defender. Confringo. Depulso. Depulso. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Leviosa. Descendo.
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Descendo. Glacius. Cabalso. Defender. Depulso. Accio. Defender. Confringo. Accio. Depulso. Levioso. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. Depulso. Confringo. Potato. Stupefy. Defender. Confringo. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Glacius. Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Leviotator. Stupefy. Confringo. Stupefy. Defender. Expelliarmus.
What a relief.
Revelio.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isidore's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing
It was... You will understand more about it.
I'm ready for what...
In that case, introduction.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not... I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of...
Thank you, Professor.
I am certain that you are... However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed, I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Tobbs Cave shouldn't be terribly far from here. Pete has marked the area on your map.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented...
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that weren't possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever. Especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb?
The curse is the result of an intense... Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham
Sibling rivalry?
But I would never intentionally curse my brother. Not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their...
How do you know it's safe?
Oh, but the curse only applies to Mom. That's why I need your help.
Why is your ancestor...
He discovered the properties of several The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work...
I can take the crest.
Oh, thank... You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest... According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
Perhaps a hybrid.
I finished the activity.
Wonderful! I hope... Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flood... Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's... Now, ready to learn, Flippen? You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just... Mind the plants, please. Look at that. You're a natural.
Accio. Flipendo. Flipendo. Accio. Confringo. Confendo. Levioso. Expelliarmus. Descendo.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Keep itself in order without a nudge from me.
Flipendo.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Flipendo.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping...
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to.
You said you had news about the poach...
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out
Revelio.
why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Pelts. Poor beasts. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
What are you scribbling over there? Look like you've been had by the flobberworm himself.
It's Totalis.
Someone messing about.
Repairers.
Show yourself. You've nowhere to hide now. Confringo. Potato. Amateur.
Expelliarmus. Descend. Leviosa.
Expelliarmus.
Confringo.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
What I wouldn't give to hear dead guys right now.
Is that? Don't know what Victor was thinking straight with him. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
Revelio.
They've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha, Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. Elemental supplies will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
That's a brilliant idea.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact!
Feisty little foliage.
Defender.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You made a mistake.
Protego. Defender.
I don't like this.
Defender. Confringo. Defender.
You'll have to fight eventually.
For me!
Expelliarmus. Descender. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Lance, in a duel?
Leviathan. This is your turn.
Nothing.
Expelliarmus.
What have you done?
Glacius. Leviosa. Expelliarmus.
Back the moon.
Protego. Stupid.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Defender. Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed...
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should... It'll be hard hiding some...
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we...
It would be foolish not to expect it. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your...
We aren't helping ourselves.
You're right. If there's any... Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.